robust traceability system.
The CFIA is still investigating officials say this single shouldn't impact Canada's exports. Canadian journalist Mohamed Fahmy is enjoying his first day of freedom after more than 400 days in jail in Cairo. He was released on bail this morning together with his Al Jazeera colleague, but his ordeal is not over yet. The CBC's Derek Stoffel has more from Cairo.
Well, he was fairly cautious. You've got to remember he's got a retrial coming up in the next week or so, and he faces once again some very serious charges, spreading false news and working with the outlawed Muslim Brotherhood. He's going to work himself on getting himself free. His family's been doing a lot of heavy lifting, but he thanked them for that. He said he's going to now be his chief advocate. He's going to talk to officials in Egypt's president's office, the Foreign Affairs Ministry here. He's going to push for deportation back to Canada. He did get a telephone call today from the Canadian ambassador to Egypt. They had a discussion about that. Canada still supports him, he says, on that. But as for other phone calls from Ottawa, from the Foreign Affairs Ministry there or the Prime Minister's office, well, the phone has been silent.
That's Derek Stoffel in Cairo. Fighting continues in eastern Ukraine the day after a peace deal was reached in Belarus. President Petro Poroshenko visited the troops today and says he harbors no illusions about a quick settlement. Poroshenko told soldiers Ukraine is a long way from peace and that nobody believes the ceasefire will be strictly implemented. The truce is supposed to come into effect at midnight Saturday. The Ukrainian military says Russian-backed rebels have stepped up their offensive ahead of the deadline in an effort to secure more territory. The Islamist militant group Boko Haram has launched its first cross-border attack from Nigeria into Chad. The United Nations is still trying to gather more details. Boko Haram has been waging a violent campaign trying to establish an Islamic state in the region. Anna Cunningham has the latest.
We understand that Boko Haram militants used boats to cross into a village which is on the shores of Lake Chad, and that's where they started this attack. We understand from some eyewitnesses that people did die and were injured, but we don't actually have any official figures as to how many. We also understand the Boko Haram fighters torched this village. It was only after that had happened that the Chadian troops managed to push them back. 7,000 Nigerian refugees were estimated to have gone over to this particular village in January when they themselves were fleeing a Boko Haram attack in northern Nigeria. And now they thought this place was a safe haven for them, but here again they've come under attack by Boko Haram.
Anna Cunningham reporting from Lagos. Finally, CP Rail may be facing not one, but two strikes this weekend. The union representing 1,800 safety and maintenance workers served notice that employees will walk off the job at midnight tomorrow if the deal isn't reached. And earlier this week, the union representing 3,300 locomotive engineers served the company with the Saturday strike deadline. Negotiations are ongoing in Montreal with the help of a federal mediator. That is your latest CBC News.